Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 6, 2026, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over here to these charts and see what we see. We see a lot of selling pressure and all what we see here. On this quarterly chart, let me resize this and all. Let's look at this. Look at this tail on this tail on this quarterly chart. On this quarterly candle, look at that selling pressure there. That's letting you know that there's a lot of selling out there in this on the big boy and all. So again, be careful, be careful, be careful. This market is getting ready to maybe do something nasty if you're a bullish trader. And all, it's getting ready to maybe give us a crazy drop. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. That's all I can say. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. And once you start seeing stuff like that on this Russell. But that's it. That's all I really want to say here. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart, see what we see there. And on our monthly chart, zoom in here. On this monthly chart, what we can see here right now, although this is just the first week of the month, we're beginning to see an evening star in the right location. We are still above the 9-10 moving average. That's this line right here. So again, technically we are in a bull market, but we got a bearish pattern forming, and we'll be looking, it's just the first week of the month. So again, if this thing continues the way it's going, we're going to be looking out for that confirmation candle and this thing slipping down to the downside. And how far down will it slip? Nobody knows. Well, a small trader, we don't know, but it doesn't really matter. We can move fast and as needed. But that's what I see here on this monthly chart. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see here. On this weekly chart, this is the crazy thing that was going on here on the Russell. On the Russell, we was kind of stuck on a channel and all, but as you can see, we have dropped out of that channel. That's why, again, I'm saying be careful, be careful, be careful. And all, this is just the first week of the month. We can easily come all the way down here to a support 3 on the Russell. When the Russell starts dropping, it loves to drop and drop hard, especially with this big candle like this right at the beginning and all. That's why I say be careful, be careful, be careful. This is the 50 moving average down here. A lot of the other indexes are already really close to that 50 moving average. The Russell is still quite a bit of ways from that. But this is our demand candle right here on the Russell. We got to see how strong is that real demand that we have there. And it's already in that area, being down here in this area around here, this 250. So we got to see what's going to happen, because if that doesn't work, again, we will probably end up down here close to this 50, which is down here at this level down here somewhere. So again, this is what I see on the big picture, although this is the first week of the month, so don't get too crazy. Again, just pay attention to your trading plans and your trading strategies and do what you need to do to protect your money. And let's go ahead and go down to our daily chart and wrap this on up on this daily noise. This daily noise was kind of really crazy this week. All the indexes did about the same thing. Well, the NASDAQ and the SPY did about the same thing. I haven't looked at the Russell quite yet. But what I'm looking at, I'm going to zoom in here just a little bit right here. And what happened was, this is my weekly pivot and all. We started out the week below pivot. Below pivot, stay below pivot. That's my whole little saying thing. And we got above pivot that first day. But then after that, we could not get back above this line right here for the rest of the week. We got above the 50 moving average, which is this green line here, But once it got up there, this is a supply level, resistance level right along in this area right here. It's kind of hard when you are at a top, sell. If you get based on your trading plan and your trading strategies and how you're going to protect that money when you do see it at a top and you do that sell, crazy money can be made and all. Even with these days being as volatile as they are, it's still crazy money can be made and all. But the other thing that I'm looking at here on this daily picture is that we got this evening start and a great big confirmation candle. If it was, it ended up selling at, but the whole thing, these patterns haven't been playing out, and this is one time where this thing actually it ended up gapping down here. I don't know what happened today, but we ended up with a pretty big gap down to the downside. That's over $7, from previous close down here. And also something crazy had to happen. So that was a crazy move. Again, if you was looking for this thing to play out, this candle pattern, which they haven't been doing lately, crazy money was made on that move. And that's all I can say. The other thing now, come next week, I see us opening below pivot. So below pivot, stay below pivot. I can see this market continuing to the downside. So be careful, be careful, be careful. That's all I can say. Based on your trading plan and your trading strategy, protect your money at this time. And that's all I have for this week. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.